it's safe to say we've had another busy year on the croft. It's been a year full of firsts again, and loads of learning and practicing. We've seen how the cattle have started to improve the diversity and the growth in our fields just by moving them on rotation as a mob. And we do the same with the pigs, where we move them weekly, and we've sort of had quite a surprise as to how you can use pigs to regenerate grass. You sort of generally think of them as animals that will break up the ground and then, you use the ground for something else later on. But actually, the grass has come back so well where the pigs have been. So we've changed our plans, and we use the pigs differently now as part of the field regenerators as much as woodland regenerators. The hens as well. We've got the eggmobile, and it's done a full round of the fields, and the grass has just come back so dense. They've taken out a lot of the moss. We've got loads of moss in our fields, and then they fertilise as well. So they're great wee things. So now it's the end of the grazing season, and we're just starting to see all those changes come about, and we're only 2 seasons into this, and it's given us a lot of faith in how we can work with the animals to make this happen. We took the decision to install a wee butchery on our croft because it was very important to us to be able to do as much with our meat produce as possible. We put a lot of work and passion into raising our animals and giving them the best life we can. Nothing less is good enough. It really needs to be a 5-star existence for them, for all of them. And they're only allowed to have one bad day in their life, and that we make as easy a transition as possible. So when it comes to the time of getting the meat back, that's when it was really important to us to be able to make it go as far as we could and to add value to it as well. To do something special with it, and equally to give us a bit of a financial return, which is quite difficult when you're raising animals. And we've obviously had to learn loads. Neither of us are butchers, so we've done courses and we've done loads of practicing, but we're now at the point where we're actually producing, and it feels very empowering, and it feels like we are doing right by our animals. And it's something that gives us loads of possibilities for the future as well. And it's just taking our animals through the process of being born here or arriving here, taking them through their lives here where they have a real purpose as well. We share that one bad day with them, and then we do the best we can with their meat in the end.
We've made the decision to, as much as possible, try and just cater for our local community with the food that we sell. And that's a decision that we made, and we're trying to stick to because we are so passionate about the benefits of local food, not just for people health-wise, but for our environment and for our social setup as well. And if they're not too far away, we invite people to come and collect, the produce that we offer. And we really enjoy that aspect too, because every time people come to the croft, we feel that we have really good conversations and we're able to share what it is that we're trying to do. We've had a mixture of some people who have booked onto our monthly croft tours. So they're local people, or they're people who have travelled from different parts of the UK, and that's something that we really want to do much more of next year. So in any way that we can, invite people to come out to see us on the croft. And one of the most important conversations that we have is we say, if you take anything away from today, it's know your farmer and know your food. So get to know who it is that produces the food that you eat. And if that in itself suddenly makes you realise, I don't know who that is, maybe make the effort to try and find out. Because the impact that we can have as a human race on producing food for ourselves is absolutely massive. And if you can get to know the person who produces it and get to know the animals where it's come from, it starts to make you question all sorts of things, but it also starts to make you learn. And our kind of, plans for expansion for the future are actually one of working more cooperatively with more small producers like us. That's one of the visions that we had for installing the butchery. It's one of the visions that we have for, seeing lots more little farms pop up in our area. It's one where we work as a team. and we don't work competitively, we work collaboratively, and I think that's a vision and a passion that we both share.